Let's paint a place that I would like to visit. This place doesn't exist. It's just, I would like to go here. Grab my watercolors and give them a spritz. I'm gonna grab my brush, give it a nice wash, and I'm gonna lightly tap into a little bit of some blue and maybe a little pink. And I'm gonna start with a couple lazy brush strokes across the top. Wash my brush. I'm gonna switch over to a nice pink color because in this imaginary place, I would love there to be a sunset. I'm gonna wash my brush, maybe switch between a couple colors like some orange, and then go down into a yellow color. Now for this imaginary place to be extra magical, I would love there to be a creek or a river. So I'm gonna take that same yellow in my brush, and I'm just going to kind of sketch in about where I'd want this winding river to be. Once I have it kind of blocked in and I like the shape of it, then I'm going to start to drop in some of those colors that are in the sky, a little bit randomly on here. I'm going to do it in a way where it's going to make the entire area wet that I just kind of sketched in. Once it's softly wet, I'm going to switch over and I'm going to dip my brush into a really concentrated dark blue color. Now, any of the edges of this river where you'd be looking at it and you could see the bank, I'm going to tap along that while everything's still wet to give it a little bit of shadow and a little bit of depth. Before I add anything else, I need to let this dry or make it dry. Once it's dry, I want this to be a nice open space. I love open spaces because you can see the sky, but I also love greenery. So I want the greenery to be in the distance so that I know that it's there, but I can still see the big open sky. To do that, I'm gonna fill my brush with a nice dark green color. Just gonna take the very tip of this brush and tap up and down to make the outlines of the tops of some trees. Then I'm going to wash my brush, and at the bottom of where I just placed those trees down, I'm just going to soften that in, kind of letting my brush run out of color, just bringing it a little bit into the foreground. Then I'm going to wash my brush and I'm going to switch between a bunch of different green colors. Some of them are going to be more yellow, some of them will be more green, and some of them are going to be a darker green color. I'm just placing these in here kind of randomly. I'm trying not to overthink this part. And then at the very end, I am left with the place that I would definitely like to go. If anyone knows a place that looks like this, let me know, because I really do want to go there.